Now, hands up if you're all in on watching United fans having meltdowns and pretending they didn't want Cody Gakpo. Go on, put your hands up if you're one of them, because I tell you what, my brethren, I'm fucking here for it. Oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for the wind-up. Paddy Murphy was at his brilliant best last night as well, playing the Dutch national anthem on his stream. It's one of the most Paddy things I've ever heard. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It is great. I love seeing this happen. I loved it with Fabinho, but this is peak. Like, this is tippity top Manchester United fans meltdown, because even I, a week ago, was convinced he was going to United. It's only been in the past 2 days that I really got any sniff that he was going to be coming to Liverpool. I love seeing the meltdown. I love it. I love it. And I'm here for 100%. And look, United fans, you know I love you. Like, you know I've got nothing but respect for you for how nice you've been to me over the years. That'll never change. But you can't expect me not to banter. You know what I mean? I wouldn't respect you if it was the other way around and you weren't having a little pop. So yes, right now, life is pretty damn good. Life is pretty exciting as a Liverpool fan. Cody Gakpo is flying in tomorrow, apparently, for his medical. Now, from my understanding of Liverpool medicals, they're usually in two parts. One of the parts will take place at the Spire Hospital, where obviously they have certain equipment that the doctors will need to run specific tests, and you will have specialists involved in that. And the other part will, of course, take place at Kirby. So, with regards to an announcement, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be the day after. And quite frankly, I don't really care, because, once again, Cody Gakpo is joining Liverpool Football Club. So that's all I care about. When the announcement comes, it's kind of irrelevant. People are getting a little bit worked up. People are starting to talk about the Fekir situation and all of that. Chill, my comrades, chill. It's all good. There's no big rush on this. Cody Gakpo cannot play for Liverpool until the January transfer window opens anyway, so don't worry about it. It'll all happen, and all the details will come clear. Liverpool will show you all the medical photos and all that stuff that we all look forward to. Just be a little bit patient on this one. But this is the way we do things now. This is the way we do things as a football club. And do you know what? I'm all for it. I am all for seeing a Paul Joyce tweet and then an hour later everything is confirmed. That is the type of business that I can get behind, because who doesn't love a Paul Joyce tweet? The man he's a myth, he's a legend, he's a hero, and he doesn't fuck about. If Paul Joyce tweets something, you best believe it's happening. And again, remember those days where we heard about Fabinho? We had the disappointment of the Champions League. Then we had Fabinho on a plane on the way over. Nobody had a clue, but we all loved it. We had Virgil van Dijk then. James Pearce tweet, I think it was. Virgil van Dijk holding up the Liverpool jersey. That's the business that we should be doing. Stealthy, no messing about, get it done, bing bang bosh. Big shout out to Julian Ward. I believe, and it's been widely reported, that Julian Ward sacrificed a lot of his festive season with his family or whatever to make sure he could get these deals done. And even though he's leaving at the end of the season, you can see why Jurgen Klopp has every faith and belief in the work that's been done there, and why he knows Julian Ward will work as hard as he possibly can right up until the minute he leaves Liverpool Football Club. We are headed in the right direction, and I can't stop waffling because I'm absolutely buzzing right now. I'm so goddamn happy. Where is Gakpo going to play is a question that I keep getting asked, and a question that I've seen into the chat a few times, and your guess on that one is as good as mine. Now, it is weird because we didn't necessarily need a forward in this window, in my opinion. You can tell me that Diaz is injured and Jota is injured, and I hear you. But that's we've never been a club that go out there and sign a long-term solution to a short-term problem. So Gakpo must have a position that Klopp sees him in. Now, I don't know what that position is as of yet. We know where he plays right now, but we've seen Klopp move players around before. As an example, young Stefan Bajcetic scored yesterday in the 3-1 win against Aston Villa. Plays in the number 6. But when he was coming up, Liverpool 16s and 18s, he was a centre-back. Klopp then tweaked and seen an area where he felt he could use Bajcecic's talents a little further up pitch. We've seen with Harvey Elliott, we were all absolutely convinced when Harvey Elliott came in that he was a right winger that was going to be there to provide cover for Mohamed Salah. But more often than not now, we see Harvey Elliott in a midfield position. So I don't know what Klopp's thinking is with Cody Gakpo. But what I can tell you is that having a Cody Gakpo sized potential headache is better than having no Cody Gakpo sized potential headache when you're trying to fit in forwards. I'd rather have too many than too little. So Cody Gakpo will do a fine job at Liverpool Football Club. Now, my own good instinct, potentially as cover on the right hand side for Mohamed Salah, or to allow Mohamed Salah to be pushed centrally on some games and allow Gakpo to come in off the right. Because left side, you've got Jota, Diaz, Darwin. We're pretty well covered there. Centrally, we've got Darwin, Firmino, Salah, if he chooses to go centrally as well. So right hand side, we're a little bit light of players who are ready for the here and now. Ben Doak is going to be one of those players. He is going to be an option, but probably just a little too soon for him as of now. Then, of course, we've got Cade Gordon, whose progression is stunted a little bit because of that injury this season. So outside of that, it's Harvey Elliott, Mohamed Salah, really on that right-hand side. So this may give Kloppo another option there. But either way, I'm over the moon. And it's another deal that I look at and I think, you know what? This is another fair transfer fee. Whether it's 37 rising to 50 or whether it's 37 rising to 44. I've seen different figures thrown around. Either way, it's a pretty reasonable transfer fee for somebody who has gone to the World Cup and showed that he can deliver on the biggest stage. So, like you, I'm very pleasantly surprised by Cody Gakpo coming to Liverpool Football Club, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how Jurgen Klopp goes about utilising his talents. Gakpo, what number do we reckon he's going to take? I can see you're kind of discussing that in the chat right now. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo on this one. I've always had a belief that Carvalho maybe takes the 10 and that Elliott potentially takes the 7 when Milner moves on at the end of the season. So I haven't got a clue. Mark said he's taken 10. I guess he's taken 10 then. There you go. I guess that answers that one. Yeah. So who do we think takes the 7 then? If Jimmy Milner moves on at the end of the season? Because it surely... Diaz is a good shout for the 7, I have to say. But for me, I don't know. That connection with Harvey Elliott to the club, you know, the fact that he's a Liverpool fan growing up. You've all seen the pictures of him as a child with his dad and stuff, going to games. I just feel it would be special if Harvey Elliott got the Liverpool number 7. And I think it would mean a lot to Harvey Elliott as well. You know, remember, Harvey Elliott turned down the opportunity to go to Real Madrid and be shown around by Ramos because of what happened with Mohamed Salah. The kid's a legend, so I'd love to see him get the 7. The number 23 suits Diaz. I agree, and again, that's another prominent number for Liverpool Football Club. I mean, Fowler wore the 23 at one point. Carragher wore the 23, of course. I think Emre Can wore the 23. So yeah, it's a number that does have some meaning at the club, and I think it's fitting that he has Shaqiri. Yeah, well, Shaqiri was again. It's an important-ish number, so I think Diaz already having it is a good sign and a good number for him. Now, if Bobby moves on, as has been pointed out there by Aaron, if Bobby moves on and the 9 comes up for grabs, that's an interesting one as well, because, you know, the big numbers, of course, of football clubs, particularly Liverpool and United, I suppose, as well. Your 7, your 10, and your 9, maybe an 11, but they're big numbers.